Hello, today I'm going to be showing you the process for applying for your Spanish visa. One of the unique things about the Spanish visa is that they have a different process that differs from the Italian visa and the Belgian visa that I've recently done for you. And in case you've not seen the DIY video on how to do your Italian visa, your Belgian visa, all you need to do is to click the link above, first for the Italian visa and the second link for your Belgian visa application. Now back to why we're here. Spanish visa. It all boils down to the VAC. What is the VAC? The Visa Application Center. They use a different visa application center that differs from the Italian and the Belgian visa, where the Italian and Belgian visa application is processed through the TLS. The Spanish visa is processed through BLS. And that is the essence of why this video is being created for you. So you know that it's not so daunting, it looks complicated on paper or outside, but it's pretty straightforward, just as other visa applications are. So in this video, I'll guide you on how you can fill the Spanish visa Schengen application form, the documents that you need to put together to ensure that you have a huge success rate when you apply for your visa, and of course, the most important thing, which is how to schedule your appointment on the BLS platform. Don't forget, however, you need to have your flight reservation and also your hotel reservation. If you do not know how to go about that, I can personally do that for you at a fee. So you reach out to me personally on Instagram or on my email contact and let me have your details. You make the token payments for those reservations to be done. And mind you, those reservations 100% qualify for your visa application. However, if you still want to do it yourself, I've done a video that I'm going to tag the link on how you can do your flight reservation and also how you can do your hotel reservation. Multiple content spread out over the channel. Depending on the country you are applying to, it's not going to be restricted to just Spain, Italy. There are multiple countries with more destinations coming up on this platform. So, of course, if you enjoy the content that I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And of course, share this video with somebody that you know that would enjoy or benefit from it. So without wasting much of your time, let us get right onto it and start your Spanish visa application process. We are live on the official BLS website for applying to Spain. So first of all, let us review the dashboard of the website. Clearly, as you can see, apply for visa to Spain in Nigeria. BLS, welcome to BLS International, the official partner of Embassy of Spain in Nigeria. You can choose to book an appointment, visit their center, track your application as well, all on the website. You see the years through which they've been providing services to Spain, which is 19 plus years, and 70 plus countries they are in operation. So if you're watching this video from outside of Nigeria, there's a strong likelihood that you also need to go to BLS within your current country of residence to apply to Spain. So I don't want to have to click that, since our process is just to teach you how to apply for the tourist visa. So the first thing you want to do is to come here and click on visa type. You have all descriptions of several visa types. Short-term visa is where we have our concern. You have tourist visa, which is what I'll be putting you through on how you can apply. Notes: you have the business visa, medical visa, family friend visit visa, conference visa, transit visa, short-term student visa, research visa, internship visa, employee visa, and so on and so forth. So this is an all-encompassing web page for you to use to assess your Spanish visa application, depending on the particular category you intend to apply for. But for this particular video, we are doing the tourist visa. Maybe in subsequent video we're going to do study visa. So let's click on tourist visa. Once you click on it, it will direct you here and you can see all the details about the tourist visa, which can only allow for a stay maximum of 90 days. Now here you have the overview. Tourist visa is granted to people who intend to visit Spain for tourism and sightseeing without having an invitation from a Spanish reference, and they intend to stay for a maximum of 90 days per year. So when they say this, it means that even if you're granted like a 1-year tourist visa, your stay period cannot exceed 90 days within that 1 year. So this visa allows applicants to stay within Spain and also visit the other Schengen territory and states. So it's not like you're restricted to just Spain. You can travel to all other Schengen territory. Now, this is where you click to download the form. All you need to do is to click on download, and it's going to show you to drop down for the Spanish form and the form that's also in English language. I recommend that you download the two because you will need to fill both of them to submit at the center. Both forms are in PDF format, so you're required to fill with a black ink. However, it is recommended that you fill the form online using Adobe, and you fill in all the information that you need without having to type or write with your black pen. So I'm going to put you through that process, but first of all, always click on the English form, which is now here. You see all written in English, and then the exact replica, which is written in Spanish. So once you're filling the English part, all you need to do is to replicate what you've done in the English part in the Spanish one and print both documents to take for your submission. So let's go back quickly. We'll come back to those forms and then review the fees. For the visa fees, I don't know when last they since updated this, but you could take note that this amount could change because then it's subject to the current going rates, and this has been on their website for a while now, so I'm fairly certain that the amount you eventually do pay for the fees would certainly be higher than 160,200. So for children who are below the age of 6 years, the application is free of charge. However, children between 6 to 12 years, they pay a discounted fee of 80,100. Now, the service fee, which is for BLS, because this amount is the visa fee, it doesn't include the service fee that BLS takes. Service fee is 30,100. Again, this is also subject to change. As you can see written here, the amount is subject to change per the current exchange rate. So we go back up and click on documents required. Now, this is another place you can click on the checklist to download. In the checklist here, you would see a total breakdown of some of the documents you need. So let's quickly walk through those documents. First of all, you need to have your international passport to be valid for a period of at least 6 months to the period of expiry. However, I always recommend that you have at least 6 months of validity on your international passport. That's the international standard. So it should contain at least 2 blank pages where the passport, the visa can be affixed, and also your stamp for your travel can be done when you enter the Schengen area. 2 colored passport photograph with the following dimension: 3.5 cm and 3 cm here, 4.5 cm. I usually recommend Studio 24. If you're not familiar with them, you can use your Google to browse. They usually have all the dimensions for embassy, so it's like a walk-in straight up process that you don't need to stretch explaining yourself over. 2 Schengen visa application forms. As you can see, I clearly highlighted this, one in Spanish and one in English. Both forms must be legible and must be signed by the applicant. Forms of applicants under 18 years must be signed by both parents. It is compulsory that all forms contain a telephone number and a legible email address with capital letters. Do you know why this is written in capital letters? Because when you're filling the forms, even though you're filling them digitally, you also need to use capital letters. Travel medical insurance is compulsory. In fact, if we go back here, you can see where it says travel insurance is mandatory for traveling to Spain and the entire Schengen region. You may get your travel insurance from an authorized insurance company or agent in your home country or even within Europe or the destination country you're going to. So in this case, it's Spain. Now, I have done a video on travel insurance for Schengen Visa. I'm just going to tag the link up here so that you can click on it and to redirect you on how you can procure your travel insurance for your visa application. So we're going to come back to the application form, rather the checklist. And the next thing is your flight booking. So I always say you don't need to have an issue ticket. You have people who reach out to me to do their flight reservation, dummy flight reservation for visa purposes, and they say they want a valid ticket for 10,000 naira. And I'm like, first of all, if you want to buy a valid ticket, you buy an issued airline ticket. However, for your visa application all you need is a dummy ticket, which I readily do for people. Now, if you've not seen that video, I've already indicated on the link initially at the start of the video on how you can redirect to watch the video on how to get your flight reservation. You can reach out to me for a fee and I'll have the dummy ticket sent to you within 12 hours of confirming receipt of your payment. Reach out to 360 Travel and Tours as well, and you also get your flight reservation that is 100% suitable. The same thing with your hotel booking. If you want us to do it for you, it'll be done at a cost and you get it valid for your duration of stay. So you see accommodation here that covers duration of stay. Email bookings are not accepted. The one that you go to bookings.com and hotel.com, those are not accepted. So you need to do it directly with the property and have your bookings done. Proof of your travel plans as tourists, e.g. prepaid sightseeing trip, which is tour itinerary, entire itinerary planned out for your duration of your stay, what you intend to do on each day should be itemized. If there are football tickets you've purchased, include those football tickets. Original registrar marriage certificate for those who are married, and birth certificate as well to indicate your parents' details and also your state of origin. An introductory letter indicating the purpose of your journey. So this is compulsory and should be provided because this lets them know the reason you intend to travel to Spain. Proof of income. Proof of income includes things like your letter of appointment or letter of promotion or your employment letter. Now, the leave letter as well that covers for your duration of travel. Pay slips for a duration of 6 months in arrears from the period that you intend to submit your application. Please, 6 months, previous 6 months, not 3 months. In the past, a couple of years back, it used to be just 3 months, but now they require 6 months. And you might think, oh, you're smart, you're gonna get paid for 6 months, and then you submit your visa application and they send you an email to provide an updated bank statement for even 6 months beyond the months where you have provided up to. So a total of 1 year pay slips, so, and also 1 year bank statement. So you'll be prepared for anything that can happen during your application process. Going forward, if you are retired, you can also provide proof of retirement and pensions account. All of that are also totally acceptable. Remember, bank statement should be 6 months and the bank statement should come stamped from the bank that is issuing it. So I also recommend that you get a bank reference letter from your bank directly to the embassy. You can get the embassy's address officially using Google. Depending, you can write to Spanish Embassy in Abuja or in Lagos. Now, non-Nigerian applicants. For business holders, let's come back to business holders who are businessmen or businesswomen. The original documents of your company, which include things like certificate of incorporation, memorandum of articles of association, tax clearance certificate, exceedingly important. If you're the director of the company, your personal income tax statements is required as well. Bank statement for 6 months of both your own personal account and your business account. Most money should be in your personal account. Please, exceedingly important. The reasons for this are it shows that you have access to that money, because even though you run the business, it could be that those are business monies and not your own personal income. Non-Nigerian applicants must demonstrate that they are residing legally in Nigeria. Applicants residing in Benin Republic that do not hold the Beninese nationality must demonstrate that they are living legally in Benin Republic. So, payment of visa fee. All payments are done cash and they are done at the BLS center. So prepare to withdraw cash in advance to take there, or you can get there and then do the withdrawal at the ATM that is made available. That's about it. If you have any additional documents to add, things like property documents and so on and so forth, I recommend that you do add them to help to boost your application. It's very important. If you've got previous travel history, include your travel history, including visas that have been issued to you in the past. So that's that about the checklist. So we're going to go back to the application, and then we've spoken about the photo specification. The processing time is 15 working days, but as you can see, they've now increased it to 20 working days. So prepare to wait a bit to have your visa processed. and try to apply on time before your travel. Not that you apply 1 week before your travel and you think that they're going to issue your visa. No, they're not stupid. They expect you to make plans well in advance of your trip. That being said, we're going to progress now to the filling of the form, so you see how it's done. So before we start filling the Schengen visa form, note that the link to the website will be provided on the description of this video, so it's easy for you to pull it out and then follow the directives on the websites. So if you use Adobe, I always use Adobe. I don't know why you would want to use anything else. You just come here and click on this particular toggle here and click on type text. Once you click on type text, you're good to go. So you just, here it's your son name, so you put it here. For me it's Eziefule, and you can always move this box easily to align properly. Surname at birth, if it's different, in my case I'm just going to use the same surname. First name is Ifechukwu. Date of birth is, let's use 20 June 1998. Place of birth Lagos. Country of birth Nigeria. Current nationality is also Nigeria. Sex, you just change here to tick, because there are a couple of boxes you don't need to write. All you need to do is to tick, so you change it here and you click your sex here as male for me. Marital status single for me. Let's go back and change it back to text. In case of minors or parental authority legal guardian, you have to indicate the name of the legal guardian here, their email address, their phone number, and also their nationality. The NIN number, which is your national identification number, you insert it. So let's just do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 as my NIN. Type of travel document is certainly ordinary passport, so I'm just gonna have to change that here to the check mark and click on this, then change back to my writing. Number on travel document, which is your passport number, in this case B0123 456 78 457. Date of issue, let's just choose 25th June 2025. Valid until date of expiry 24 June 2035. Issued by country Nigeria. So personal data of family member who is in EU, that's if you are applying to visit your family. You're just applying for tourism, so you're not going to have to indicate anything here. So surname and family name of person in EU citizen, nothing there. Date of birth, nobody's inviting me, I'm going just for tourism. So family relationship with EU citizen is the person, your spouse, your child, grandchild, dependent, or whatever you indicate relationship. So this box does not concern you if you're going for tourism. However, if you're going to visit family, this entire boxes here, you would have to indicate the details of that family member. Applicant's home address and email address. So here we just put it at number 15 Victory Street, VI, Lagos, Nigeria. Put the email address ifechukwu@gmail.com. Then put phone number 08012345678. That's about it. Residence in a country other than the country of your nationality. Are you resident in a country other than a country of nationality? In this case, it's no. Go back to the checkbox. Current occupation, study abroad, consultant. Let's just use that. Employer, 360 travel and tours. Main purpose of your journey is tourism, so we check the box here as tourism. Additional information on purpose of stay. So I always recommend that you put something here. I wish to travel for my annual holiday. That's it. If you want to add more details, you could add there. Member state of main destination is Spain. I always laugh at people who apply to a country and that's not your main destination. You now put, maybe you're applying to Spain and you're saying your main destination is France. So that's wrong. Member state of first entry should be Spain too as well, because that should be your main destination. If you intend to go to France, apply to France. Now let's zoom in a bit. Number of entries required. If you're a first-time applicant, I always recommend that you select single entry. However, if you've been to the Schengen area before, or you've been there more than twice, you can choose 2 entries or multiple entries. And what does this mean? It means that for single entry, once you enter into the Schengen area, if you leave, even if your visa is valid for 1 year, you will not be able to enter back because it's a single entry visa. However, if you have 2 entries, you can enter back again, and then if you leave, you won't be allowed. But multiple entry allows you to enter as much as possible, all within the duration of the validity of your visa. So now we're going to progress to intended date of arrival. So let's say, okay, I'm traveling on the 15th December 2025 and I intend to return 30 December 2025, which is just about 15 days stay. So that's 2 weeks. Then fingerprints collected in the past. If you've done any applications in the past, please indicate yes that you've done it. If you've not done it, indicate no. So if you're a first-time applicant and you've never had your fingerprints collected for any Schengen visa application before, so dates known, you indicate the date here, the details of the date here, and yeah, that's it. If you indicate, okay, yes, maybe you applied long time ago, in this case is no. Visa sticker, if you were issued a previous sticker visa, like in my case, I would have indicated my sticker visa here, number, and then indicate the date it was issued, including the fact that yes, my biometrics had been collected. Entry permit for final country destination where applicable. That's if you have an onward trip, maybe from Schengen you're going to the UK, from Schengen you're going to China, from Schengen you're going to Canada or to the US, you need to be provide the details of the entry permit you have, which is issued by the United States of America, issued by Canada, valid from so and so date to so and so date. So surname and first name of inviting persons. If not applicable, you put your hotel. So in this case, let's assume that okay, we have already booked our hotel, so we just choose maybe Radisson Blue, Barcelona, and then the address is Barcelona, Spain. So this is supposed to have the entire address here. So first of all, I'm just gonna have to put the email address here, then put the phone number here for the hotel. So you see that. Then for the address is usually longer because then you have like a long street or something, España, something thereabout. But put the entire information about your hotel here, put the email address here, and put the phone number of the hotel property here. Name of address of inviting company or organization. In this case, if you're being invited for an event, but you're going for tourism, so nobody's inviting you, obviously. So you skip this part. Cost of traveling during duration of stay is covered by who? It's covered by self. Simple. I'm going to cover my travel myself. Obviously, no one's covering, except maybe an organization is inviting you, then provide the details of the organization, including their email address, contact person's name, and then the telephone number of the person in the organization or the telephone number of the organization themselves. Now, how do you intend to pay for your application? You indicate it here. Details are covered by applicants. Means of support is cash and not credit card. So that's about it. And then you go down to sign the disclaimer. You include the dates, place and date, which is submission. For my case here is Lagos, Nigeria, and the date would be, let's say 25th or let's say 30 October 2025. And for here, you just put your signature here. So because I wanted to put the electronic signature, which also works. However, to save you the stress, you've done the most important part. All you need to do is to just print your document and have it ready. This is where your photo will be appended. Then you're going to make sure that you sign. Even if you don't sign, the reviewing person at the BLS center is going to have you sign. So for the Spanish form, it's exactly the same information that you're going to replicate here. Even though you're seeing everything written in Spanish, you can put them side by side and then use the information to copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste up onto the last page, put the date as well, then you print it and then you sign. And that's about it for the form. So we're going to progress now to the next stage, which is scheduling your appointments. So let's go to scheduling appointment. We're back to the BLS website and we're just going to go to the home page to click on appointments. So you click here, book an appointment, and it redirects you automatically. I recommend you create an account if you don't already have one, if you're a first-time applicant. So you create it. So you agree to the consent details, put your details here. In this case, put your date of birth. So I had selected sometime in 1998. So let's just be consistent for this purpose of this application. June 20, 1998. Passport type is ordinary passport. Issuing country is Nigeria. Selected passport number B012 01234567, and that's about it. Place of issue Lagos. Phone number 8012345678. Email address is bioladejo2025@gmail.com. Okay, OTP sent. Just going to have to check the email for the OTP, and there you are. We have the OTP, so we just copy it out and go back, then insert. Okay, congratulations, account has been created. So we click to the account and then we go back to the email here so that I can then copy the password 3688895, then come back here and log in. (752). So verify once more. Change your password here. Here we are in welcome to this, and the first step is know your visa, book your appointment. You come to book your appointment and then verify selection once more. Location is Lagos. Visa type is short-term visa. Visa subtype is tourist visa. Individual appointment category normal. Submit. No appointments available at this time, none. It says currently no slots are available for the selected category. Slots are released based instruction from client government. Kindly try again after a few days. So you have to keep trying until you're able to get an appointment. But this covers essentially the entire application process. I would recommend that you approach them at BLS Center in order for you to be able to get an appointment. If you're unable to get it here, usually the people at the embassy, at the visa application center, VAC, might be able to do something about that. So in order for you to locate them, you can click on contact us, and then you're going to see their address here, which is number 8 here, Prof. Gabriel Lusenya Street off QMB Math Road, Elf Bus Stop, Lekki Phase 1. So this is where you can use to reach them
to get an appointment. They try to make a walk-in there, physical walk-in, let them know if you're unable to get an earlier appointment, and then they will be able to help you at this time. So this covers essentially the entire application process. If you have any questions, you can drop in the comment section. I'll be on the lookout for them. And do let me know if you're looking for a trusted agency that can help you. You can reach out to 360 Travel and Tours. And if you like the videos that I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Of course, there's also the added points that if you have countries of interest that you like me to do videos for you, to indicate in the comment section as well. I'll be on the lookout for those, and then we can see if we can come up with something tailored. In the meantime, thank you for watching up until this stage, and that's it.